Life is often presented as a collection of moments that range from blissful and euphoric to challenging and burdensome. In the midst of these fluctuations, the days that test our limits, the hard days, are the ones we remember most vividly. These are the days that demand more from us than we feel we have to give. These are the days when the weight of our worries feels unmanageable, when the storm clouds seem unyielding, and when every step forward feels like trudging through mud. However, it is in these moments of hardship that the foundation for true strength, but in reality, hard days are opportunities in disguise. Opportunities for growth, for learning, and for discovering who we are at the core of our being. When we speak of hard days, we aren't just talking about moments of struggle or difficulty. We are talking about the human experience in its rawest form. Every person on this planet faces them, and yet no one is truly prepared for them. What sets apart those who succeed from those who falter isn't the absence of hard days, it's how we approach them. Do we shrink in the face of adversity, or do we rise to meet it? One of the most essential lessons to be learned in the face of hard days is the importance of perspective. It is so easy to view difficult moments through a lens of negativity. When things go wrong, our immediate reaction is often to ask, why me, or why is this happening? But what if we could shift that perspective? What if instead of asking, why me, we ask, what can I learn from this? Or, how can I grow through this experience? Hard days do not have to be the end of the story. They can be a turning point. The difference between those who emerge victorious from a struggle and those who stay trapped in it often lies in their mindset. Those who succeed understand that every challenge carries within it a seed of opportunity. It's easy to get lost in the fog of frustration and despair, but by shifting our mindset, we can begin to see hard days not as threats, but as stepping stones. For instance, consider an athlete training for the Olympics. Their journey is fraught with long hours of practice, grueling workouts, and setbacks. There are times when they will be sore, tired, and ready to quit, but they endure. Why? Because they understand that those difficult days are the price they must pay to achieve greatness. Hard days are simply part of the process. They are part of the journey, not the end of it. One of the most powerful traits we can develop in the face of adversity is resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back after facing difficulty. It's the strength to recover, to stand tall after being knocked down, and to keep moving forward even when the odds seem insurmountable. Life doesn't promise us smooth sailing. No one is exempt from hardship, loss, or disappointment. But resilience is what helps us rebuild when life knocks us down. It's the trait that ensures that despite our struggles, we continue to press forward. Resilience doesn't mean that we don't feel pain. It doesn't mean that we don't experience grief or frustration. Instead, resilience is about finding the strength to rise from those moments and move forward with a renewed sense of purpose. Think of a tree in the forest. During a storm, its branches may bend, and its leaves may be stripped away. Hard days don't just... When everything is going smoothly, it's easy to stay complacent. We can go through life on autopilot, reacting to the surface level events of the day. But when we face difficulty, we are forced to dig deeper within ourselves. Hard days force us to ask ourselves the tough questions. Who am I when the world is challenging me? What do I stand for when everything feels uncertain? These moments of struggle teach us important lessons about perseverance, patience, and humility. They show us what we are truly capable of, and in doing so, they help us grow into more resilient and determined individuals. Our character is not built during the easy times, but in the moments when we push through the storm, when we continue to strive despite the odds, and when we refuse to give up. Growth is not a linear process. It is messy, unpredictable, and often uncomfortable. But it is in these moments of discomfort that we experience the most profound transformation. The days that seem the hardest, the days that feel the most challenging, those are the days that have the greatest potential to help us evolve. Imagine a caterpillar transforming into a butterfly. The process of metamorphosis is difficult and painful. The caterpillar must struggle to break free from its cocoon But this struggle is essential. Without it, the butterfly would never be able to fly. In the same way, we must go through periods of difficulty and struggle to emerge stronger and more capable. Each hard day is like a chapter in this process of growth. It's not about expecting things to be easy, but about accepting the challenge of transformation. It's about being willing to sit with discomfort and push through it, knowing that on the other side, something greater awaits. Growth is not a linear process. It is messy, unpredictable, and often uncomfortable. Imagine a caterpillar transforming into a butterfly. The process of metamorphosis is difficult and painful. The caterpillar must struggle to break free from its cocoon, but this struggle is essential. Without it, the butterfly would never be able to fly. In the same way, we must go through periods of difficulty and struggle to emerge stronger and more capable. Each hard day is like a chapter in this process of growth. It's not about expecting things to be easy, but about accepting the challenge of transformation. It's about being willing to sit with discomfort and push through it, knowing that on the other side, something greater awaits. One of the most common companions on hard days is self-doubt. When we face challenges, we often begin to question our own abilities. We ask ourselves, am I good enough? Or do I have what it takes? These thoughts can be crippling, but they are not the truth. Self-doubt is simply a product of our fears and insecurities, and it doesn't define who we are. In fact, self-doubt is often a sign that we are pushing beyond our comfort zones, that we are growing and evolving. It's natural to question ourselves when we are faced with something difficult. But we must learn to distinguish between the voice of doubt and the voice of determination. The voice of determination will always push us to keep going, to try again, and to rise above our circumstances